Welcome to the ITM Podcast.
This is episode 267 of the ITM Podcast, the official Boston Red Sox podcast of the CLNS Media Network, brought to you by PrizePicks, the exclusive daily fantasy partner of the CLNS Media Network. And the Boston Red Sox, Scott, are playing baseball games. Sound the alarm. My name is Joey Copponi. That's Scott Neville. Scott, how you doing?
I mean, could be better. Tough
Could be
game,
better?
though.
What's up?
Yeah, I mean, 2 runs, lose 8-2. I'm not great, Joey.
Yeah, no, so here's the thing.
On pickleball day, of all days?
Pickle day?
It was pickleball day. That was a theme. You know that. I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, I thought you just said pickle day. Yeah,
No.
on pickleball. Yeah. Oh, I loved watching this game. I know it was pickleball day.
Yeah.
I know.
No, I know you do. And it's just tough to come off a loss like that, but hopefully, they bounce back. I mean, again, really all we're trying to do is just be competitive by the deadline, get some help at the deadline.
Right. I abso-fucking-lutely love people reacting to spring training in any way other than shoving popcorn in their mouth and clapping. Like,
I mean, yeah, maybe Joey, maybe you are okay with a 1-3 start against MLB opponents, but that says a lot about you, That's fine. 1-3, that's how we're going to come out the gate.
Listen, a late inning collapse, it's bound to happen at some point, It's spring training for everybody.
I mean, sure, but you win the first one. You'll lose on run the bases night, and you'll lose on pickleball day. In between, you get smacked by the Braves. It's just.
Mm-hmm. Are you concerned? Are you ready to hit the panic button?
Yeah, I am concerned. And if you were watching these games, you would be too.
I've watched 2 of these 4 games.
Yeah, you got me beat.
Here's how, dude. I had a realization today. Because I get the MLB notification that's like, hey, Red Sox are about to start. I think I react to spring training games the way that like the average fan reacts to seeing like a middle of the season dog days of summer game, which is like, oh, maybe I'll tune in. Oh, right. Oh, that's on. Right. Forgot. Oh, maybe I'll turn that on for a little bit. And that is just beautiful. It's beautiful. Like the past couple of years, there's been something about spring training that's like, there's just been anxiety. It's like, well, who's even going to play this position? And like, oh, is this guy going to have a breakout? And like, I need to see that like the prospects are doing their thing. And this year, it feels like there's no anxiety. It's just excitement. It's like, yeah, I want to see Crochet in a Sox jersey. I want to see him do his thing. I'd love to see Bregman wearing a Sox jersey. That sounds great. Would love to see it. Beyond that, sure, I'll watch Blaze Jordan get on top of a few balls. Sure, who cares? I'll watch, however the password Garcia do his thing. Sure. Like, you should be tossing popcorn into your mouth. You should be spitting sunflower seeds onto your living room carpet. That's what it's about. And dude, Boston's strong. Holy fucking shit. Will somebody do it? Please. Will somebody do it? Dude, he's tweeting like, oh, Red Sox collapse in the 5th inning. Another meltdown for the Red Sox. Like, we're having a good time here. It's okay. We're all having so much fun. Baseball with no consequences feels great. There are times when the fans cheer at these games, Scott, and I have to remind myself, oh, right, it's just fun. We're just here watching a game. They're just having a good time. Is that too altruistic of a view? I don't know.
I think that's the correct view, and I also think especially when you're going to overreact to 162 regular season games, it feels good to go into a game and be like, whatever. And like you said, like, not exactly to your point about whether to watch or not, I think is correct. I also think, like, the average fan sees in their phone, checks on the ESPN app, sees that they lost 5-2, and it's like, well, it's April 16th, where we would not be like, because we were
Right.
there, And this is like, oh man, wow, this guy gave up 5 runs today. It's crazy. And
Damn.
it's just like, that's it. Like, who cares? The one thing I'm going to have trouble with is with the excitement in spring training, I'm gonna forget and get really sad when, in my head I think of this team and I'm like, you got Bregman, Crochet, Roman Anthony, Christian Campbell, Marcelo Meyer on top of Devers, Casas, Story, whatever, and I need to remind myself that that's not actually going to be the case. Like 3 of those, maybe 2, but 2 or 3 of those guys are not going to actually be on the Red Sox yet, and it's just like they just look like. Marcelo Meyer gives me Bogarts vibes, where he just has this
100%.
I don't know, just like this smooth calmness where you look at him and you're like, that's a big league player.
Do you ever lie in bed at night and snap awake and remember that the Sox got Christian Campbell with the compensation pick that they got for Bogarts?
No, but I've thought about it.
It hits me sometimes. I go like, oh shit, right.
I remember jokingly sending stuff to like Mott's and stuff when they use a shortstop, or they use that pick for a shortstop, being like, a lot of pressure on this guy, like a 4th round pick or whatever. Turns out he hasn't played a big league game yet.
Mm-hmm.
If he pans out the way that people are projecting, that would be a fantastic trade.
2 years later, literally 2 years later, he could be your opening day middle infielder. Like that's stunning.
You get his whole rookie contract versus you get Bogart's back end of his career.
Like we were making fun of the Red Sox for like caring about Nick Pivetta signing before signing Bregman and like making sure they got the comp pick and all that stuff. We were making fun of them for that, but like, damn, dude, sometimes that shit works out. Not to say, we're not sitting here at Cooperstown waiting to see them put up a Christian Campbell plaque. Like he hasn't played a single game yet, but at this moment, it seems to have worked out absolutely. Like it's just crazy. But I get exactly what you mean. Like you see these guys and like they've been associated with the Red Sox for so long that you do have to remember that they're probably starting in Worcester, which feels so wrong. To be like, oh yeah, Roman Anthony is on the Worcester Red Sox.
By the way, I've said it before, I believe, on the show, but like the comp pick thing has been fantastic for Boston. Like you get upset when they don't trade them in the deadline and get something for them. But we right now have Roman Anthony for Erod and Christian Campbell for Bogarts. And in a way, the funny thing too is about that whole thing, we traded Andrew Bailey in a lost season to get basically Erod's entire career, and now the best prospect we've had in a very, very long time. Like that one, Andrew Bailey, we traded him. We got Erod's entire career, like the majority of his career, the good parts of his career. And then he leaves, we pick up Roman Anthony just based on that one move in like 2015.
And Andrew Bailey back in the building, teaching Roman Anthony a slider. Would you look at that?
Wait, was that real?
No, but I mean that'd be cool. That'd be cool. They just make Roman a 2-way guy. He's built a little bit like Ohtani.
Wait, why did I say Andrew? Not Andrew Bailey. Miller.
Andrew Miller. I was about to, Andrew Miller.
Man,
I was about to say, there's no way it was Bailey. That's pretty late.
No, it certainly wasn't. Andrew Miller. I was saying that, and I was like, that sounds off. Why does that sound off?
I just believed you. I was just like, wow, sure. That's crazy.
No,
I just nodded along.
Yeah.
Just to touch on some of the funner aspects of spring training, the one game that everybody wanted to see, Nesson didn't have, which is very cool. Nesson's been so sick lately. Shout out them for showing a Chipotle ad over the Bruins goal the other night. That was so sick. You guys have been rocking. I can't, real quick, this personal tangent, not going to get too deep into it. Scott, I can't find a way to get Nesson. It's going to cost me so much money to get Nesson. Like I can't find a way, unless I get rid of cable and get Nessun 3. And even then, the PlayStation doesn't have a Nessun app. I don't have my television remote, so I can't. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I can't watch your fucking network. I hate you guys. Not all of you. Most of you. Some of you. Most of you. All of you. What was I saying? They didn't have the one game everybody wanted to see. Alex Bregman and Garrett Crochet's debuts. Garrett Crochet went, let me pull it up here, an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 4 consecutive strikeouts.
Yeah, not a bad start.
Not a bad start at all. I think it was 4 hits or 4 Ks to start the outing, then gave up the hits and the walk, right? Or
I know his first 4 outs were strikeouts. I don't know if there was where the damage happened, but I know that his first 4 outs were strikeouts. I don't know if there were hits between those.
Yeah, made 5 outs, 4 of them on Ks. Yeah. And then Alex Bregman.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Listen, as a broadcaster, there's got to be no better feeling than sitting in the booth and saying something that's maybe not a prediction, not like the Kevin Millar, I'm feeling a homer here, but that's got to be like crack. That's got to feel amazing. But a realistic second to that has got to be sitting there and being like, Bregman's going to fit in at Fenway great. I mean, everybody's seen his numbers, but he's going to use that monster. He is going to use that left field wall to his advantage, crack over everything. And then kind of did it in a second at bat, just hooked it foul, and then hits the double off the top of the wall. My God. Scott, let me pose it as a question. Does Alex Bregman maintain his 3,333 OPS?
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not.
Someone tell me, point to his, what's going to change between his performance then and now? What's different?
Point to his entire Red Sox career. Show me one moment that would make you believe that he won't do that every night.
I can't.
I wanted him so bad to hit for the cycle. I wanted him so bad. Yeah. I wanted so badly for him to hit a cycle in his first spring training game with the Red, because that would have just been a sweet piece of trivia to have.
Yep.
3 for 3, though.
It would have had everybody going, okay. Even though this would have been a wildly inaccurate overreaction, it would have had like Cubs fans and Tigers fans be like, see?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. 3 for 3 with a homer and a double probably does the same thing.
Yeah, but it just wouldn't have gone like I'm sure they didn't see that as much, but like if he hit it for the cycle, it would have gone around MLB .com and everything for like 3 days. It would have just been like, new acquisition, whatever, and it would have been going crazy for a long time.
I was already writing the headline in my head.
I mean, Ellie De La Cruz hit a home run from the left side and the right side, and that was blown up for like 3 days.
I think it was who. There is a guy who hit a home run, or I think he hit a. No way, I'm messing this up. I think it was a home run from each side of the plate in the same inning.
Really?
I almost did 2 grand slams from either side of the plate. There's no way that happened.
There's no way.
Because Tatis had 2 grand slams in one inning. Like Tatis Sr.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way somebody else did that and did it from both sides of the plate.
I know a guy that did that in minor league baseball. Hit 2 grand slams. It might have been the same game, but I think he had a 12 RBI game. That's
bananas.
And then he became a pitcher.
Yeah, probably for the best. Hanging up. Anyway, regardless of whether or not, it made the rounds and was like the biggest news in Major League Baseball, it was certainly the biggest news in Red Sox land. And man, dude, like, you remember when the Sox acquired Story in 22? And I mean, people were stoked on Trevor Story. Like, that's obviously changed over the last 3 years quite a bit. But people were stoked on Trevor Story. And Scott?
Bellhorn did it.
Homer both sides of the plate.
In the
Same inning?
3 players have done it.
That's got to be who I'm thinking of.
3 players have done it. There's a Morales. And,
same game or same inning?
There's 3 people that have done it same inning.
Wow. That's insane.
But the bunch have done it in the same inning, but the switch hit from both sides. Morales, Baerga, and Bellhorn. Let me find the
Boone and somebody else went back to back twice in the same inning.
That's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Was that Brett Boone or Aaron Boone?
I think it was
Brett
Aaron.
Boone. Brett Boone has done it as well, if that's the case. Not that part, but the 2 home runs in the same inning.
It's got to be him then. It's got to be him.
Why can't I find Yoshida did it? Again, not different sides of the plate, but Yoshida is on the list of people with 2 home runs in the same inning.
With the Boston Red Sox?
Yeah, April 23rd, 2023. I want to say that was against the Brewers.
Oh, that's when Yoshida was
Kendrys Morales,
on a tear.
Kendrys Morales. Yeah, I think that might be. I don't know if that was separate or the same. Kendrys Morales. I'm trying to find Baerga. Carlos Baerga is right. I don't know. I'm saying that right. I butcher every name.
I think you nailed it.
And Mark Bellhorn. So, pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Do you remember when Story got here? People were big stoked on Story.
Yep.
And then I might be messing this up, but I'm pretty sure he had a really slow spring training and then a slow start to the year. Or it might have been a monster spring training. I'm pretty sure it was really slow though. And there's a very different feeling between you get the big acquisition and it just isn't there yet. You're not seeing it yet. And what Alex Bregman did, your first real taste of him. God, man, I'm just salivating for him. Apparently, I just can't stop.
Story at 091 with a 245 OPS in spring training in 2022.
I was right. Yeah, absolutely useless at spring training, and it was like, man, he'll figure it out. It'll take him a little bit. He'll figure it out. It's just so night and day what it does to your mood when you acquired a guy, and he's like, hey, I am a guy. By the way, just a quick little reminder. You don't need him to do that the whole time. I do fuck the whole spring training stats as a whole, but
yeah,
what an introduction, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to put too much stock into it, but it is just cool, and it's cool to see kind of the theory that that's what he's going to be doing. Again, I don't know, spring training is such an illegitimate thing, but yeah, it's just exciting to see them there and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And, I wouldn't be any less excited if they weren't performing, but it's cool to just see Crochet striking out a ton of guys and Bregman immediate home run and power. That's really all I got on that.
What was the word you used? Prediction?
For what?
Prediction. You said something near the beginning there.
I'm going to need a little more.
Yeah, you know what? That's totally fine. I had something else I was going to say anyway. I was going to try to tie it to you, but it's a separate thought, to be honest. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. You can now win up to 10. You can now win up to 1,000 times your money on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. And no, you don't need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. You think Steph Curry will make more than 5 3-pointers next week?
Yeah. Steph
I
Curry?
do.
Stephen
Yes.
Curry?
Yeah.
Del Curry's kid.
Yes.
Seth Curry's brother.
That's the one.
Yeah, I think you will.
What about Giannis Antetokounmpo, to be clear, for more than the 35 points next week?
Then a whole week.
Yep.
Giannis.
Yep.
The Greek freak.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Cook up hot takes with your friends and win real money this basketball season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. So predictions are coming out that Christian Campbell very well might be the opening day second baseman. Thoughts? Give me your thoughts.
I don't know. I feel like we did this. It was a nothing burger. Bregman's gonna play second. Devers plays third. Everybody stays happy. If Campbell is playing second base, it's kind of going to be hard to do that.
Right.
So
Because Bregman has to play out there too.
yeah, unless they have the Gold Glove or DH to keep everyone happy.
Or unless they have a shortstop who can't hit the ball and they could like put Alex Bregman there.
They have a shortstop that can hit the ball.
I mean Trevor Story.
That's what I said.
You think Trevor Story good at hit?
Trevor Story hit 380 last spring training.
He did that in spring training?
Yeah. 1,088 OPS in 19 games.
Wow. 19 games. That's how many he played during the regular season too.
Hey, shut up.
Here's the thing. I've just heard, I know that we're all talking about like improving the defense, and taking Trevor Story off short is like not doing that. But there's a world where like I think that's in play. Is that stupid?
I think Devers gets moved before that happens. Now, if Story gets injured for the third year in a row, then I don't know what you'd...
Fourth year in a row.
Maybe. We've only had him 3 years.
22, 23, 24. And now 25. Yeah, this would be the fourth year in a row.
You know what it is? I'm looking at his spring training stats, of course. He didn't get any spring training in 23.
Because he was hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, if he gets hurt.
I just think I don't know. It's a crazy thing to throw out there. I'm not going to say they should do it, but I think like it's something to consider because
you moved
upsetting your franchise cornerstone. Is that worth it for maintaining Trevor Story for like a year? I don't know.
But Bregman also shouldn't be the shorts. It just makes sense. You got to move.
He's a natural shortstop.
I know that. So
he's been playing third base.
Mookie Betts is a natural shortstop. Did you see how that went last spring training and into the regular season?
Is he playing second base now?
I think they're trying it again, but he's really, really good at second. Really, really good at right field, and they want him at shortstop so bad.
I think the Dodgers will be okay.
Yeah,
I think they can stick him anywhere, and they'll be fine.
He wasn't.
I think they still did pretty good last year, right?
Yeah, because they moved him. They moved him now.
Right. Had they left him there, they probably would have. They could have snuck in a wild card.
I don't think they would have won the World Series.
You don't think so?
No.
Genuinely, do you actually not think so?
Yeah, because I mean, the whole thing with the Yankees was like just hit on the air or the ground, and they'll screw it up, and then they would have been like that. I don't know what happens when you move Mookie Betts 10 feet over, but it's not even like it's his arm strength. He just doesn't field well.
I wouldn't have the same worries about Alex Bregman.
I
He's
agree.
been playing third base. You're basically asking him to move a
No,
couple feet over.
I'm not saying he couldn't play shortstop. I just think he's a Gold Glove third baseman and probably could be a Gold Glove second baseman. And you have a really, really talented shortstop defensively with a bat that could come alive. I mean, he hasn't been bad. He just hasn't been playing.
Bat's been bad. Bat's been bad. When he's there, Bat's been bad.
Remember that June?
Yeah, no, I remember that June, but Bat's been bad on the whole.
Let's see.
I wonder what the stats look like if you remove that June.
We don't got to do that.
I mean, we should try that.
89 OPS plus.
Yeah.
693 OPS. 232 batting average. He's fine.
232 batting average.
It's not going to happen, so it's not even worth talking about.
I'm just saying it's been 3 seasons that he's participated in, a fraction of each, and has not had a bat in that time. So I don't know. Listen, I'm just throwing it out there that maybe it's not worth throwing the idea out right away. Scott,
kind of misleading because he played 94 games in 2022, and he had a 102 OPS plus. He had, and then in 43 games in 2023. He
played half a season and he was average. Okay.
Yep. And then he had a 52 OPS plus in 43 games in 2023 when he was just between injuries the entire time. And then 26 games last year, he had a 104 OPS plus. So he was slightly above average twice, and then bad once. I think if he could stay healthy, he could be fine. You take the 5th or 6th best defensive shortstop in the league and 100 OPS plus defense and 20 stolen bases and power. Works for me.
I mean, it's probably going to be.
Yeah.
That Christian Campbell plays second and Bregman plays third. And Devers DHs and Yoshida sits.
Yeah,
that's probably going to be what happens, and I don't like that.
And then you trade Devers because you didn't want to rock the boat with Story.
Right. Well, you got to maintain a relationship with Story. He's your leader.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be ruffling those feathers.
You're not getting injured this year.
Is that a hard prediction?
Sure.
We can save it for your the season premiere or whatever. What do you call it? The season preview episode.
Yeah.
We'll do all sorts of predictions then. That might be your weird prediction or your bold prediction. Either one.
It would be bold.
Works for both.
It would be bold. It would be extremely bold.
It'd be bold, but also be weird.
I guess so.
Imagine Trevor Story playing the whole year. That's weird, right? Imagine it's just like the middle of the year and Trevor Story's around.
Yeah.
It's like August. And it's like Trevor
Story's
got
24 home runs. He's getting 260, and you're just like, he's just been here all year and been pretty solid.
That's RBI.
Win he's
that's RBI number 100 for Trevor Story.
Consistently helping them win games.
He's only ever had 100 RBI once.
I really like Trevor Story.
Yeah, well, I would too if I saw him play. But he's hurt and Nesson won't let me watch. Devers talked to Chris Cotillo, friend of the program. And he said basically nothing had changed. He was like, he said he's not mad at anybody. He's not frustrated with anybody. His family's good. His kids are good. Why would he be mad? Which sounds a lot like something you say when you're really mad. Mm-hmm. Like if you said to me like, hey man, are we good? And I said, are we good? Mm-hmm. Let me think. I had a good breakfast this morning. My mom loves me very much. And the Red Sox
holidays.
And not on holidays. My mom loves me most of the time. And the Red Sox look pretty good this year. So yeah, I'm good. Are you good? I'm good. That's just another way of saying, yeah, I'm mad. So, and then he did follow up about his quotes, and he said, quote, "I feel like I said everything I needed to say that day. I still feel the same way." End quote. Yeah. So, doubling down. I did think like maybe he would want to change some of his words. Apparently not. He is just fine keeping things the way they are. Bold.
Yeah. It's going to come up.
I don't blame him, but I also think like it's not a great sign that like he's had a week to have like people in his ear saying like, just say this, say that. Hey, look, we heard what you said, and like, let's talk it over, blah, blah, blah. Like nothing has changed in a week's time. Like it's not alarming, but it's not great. I can say that. I wish that a week later perspective had changed a little bit, that he had said, look, we had a conversation and I feel better about blah, blah, blah. I still believe I'm the third baseman, but feel a little bit less blindsided and talked it over with them and feel good and just here to win, blah, blah, blah. To a week later, be like, nothing has changed. I still feel the same way. Not a great sign as far as like communication goes. In the club.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you're stuck there, so you're just going to have to keep moving, Campbell around, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't love that everyone just keeps saying just put him in left field because he's not a left fielder. Yeah, a lot of people are just like, I guess he's going to play left. It's like, I don't like that.
I think you can take any infielder and just stick him in the outfield. I really believe that. Maybe not first baseman, and maybe not Rafael Devers.
I don't know.
If you play, I don't know. I think it's athletics. That's what being an outfielder is. It's being athletic and having a good arm.
I think I agree, but I think there's a little more nuance to that. There are some tracking skills than footwork skills that you need to have, and there are also certain lighting and learning how to catch an infield fly ball in the sun versus having to track it 100 yards is a little different, I feel like.
Listen, I'll give you that. It's different. It's different. Do I have faith that Christian Campbell is like enough of a ball player to learn that? Yeah.
I don't think he's that.
But then also you have a ton of fucking outfielders. So like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's the right fit.
There's too many players on the team. Can we say that?
For now, I have a feeling that won't be a problem. We'll be talking about this in May, being like, who did we just have to call up?
That is true. You
just got to remember.
But right now, it's like, oh my God, there's not even room for all the players.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We're talking about how does this work? How does this whatever? Takes one thing to happen before it's like, oh, everyone fits perfectly.
God, I wonder who's going to go down first. Could be anybody.
Come on. 150 games.
There's no way you believe that.
Sometimes I just lie.
Is that what you're doing right now?
Mm.
That's what you're doing right now, isn't it?
I had to lie sometimes.
How many games do you genuinely think Trevor Story plays in 2025?
142.
How many games do you genuinely believe Trevor Story plays in 2025?
142 is the right answer. It's different this year.
What's different?
I don't know. I don't know. 142. Bogus.
I was waiting for you to give me some. I was waiting for you to expand it somewhere.
I usually have an analysis.
And let's hear it this time.
I said I usually. Not this time, Copponi.
It's time to empty your brain of thoughts with Joey and Scott. Empty your brain of thoughts with Joey and Scott. What do you got? It's time to empty your brain of thoughts with Joey and Scott.
All right, Scott. Let's get to it. get those thoughts out of that brain. Actually, me first. Jeff Passan, Wednesday morning, put out a comprehensive piece about the Red Sox Big Three at spring training and their hitting program. And he goes into detail on the Red Sox technology that they have, and interviews Christian Campbell, talks about the process of him being drafted and how the Big Three kind of came to be and what they're learning now, and a lot of talk about Campbell's swing adjusting and how the Red Sox did that. Really good, really, really good. And it's one of those things, you see it and you see it's long. You're like, oh God, this is a long article, but I do want to know it. All right, let's start it. And then I'll probably skim at some point. And it kept me hooked. Very good stuff. Anyway, yeah, the guy's name is Jeff Passan, ESPN.com. That's www.espn.com. And you'll find it there. Really enjoyed it. That's kind of the only thought that I got for right now. Scott?
Yeah, cool. He also called the Big Three like a generational prospect trio.
He did.
So that was cool.
He also definitively said in there, like, these three will be big leaguers, and they will more than likely be stars.
Yeah.
Which, crazy for Passan to say. So,
I mean, they'll definitely be big leaguers, like all three of them. Like, they don't even have to be good at the next level to, like, they have such a pedigree that you would just, take a stab at them. Like, somebody would, obviously they will make it. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Yep.
Just one more thought on that. Watching Roman Anthony run, a little scary.
Explain.
He runs like he's about to get hurt.
Yeah.
He kind of labors when he runs. Kind of runs like a monster.
35-year-old man trapped in a 20-year-old's body.
That's true. Not his fault. Yeah. You got a little bit of a dad run to him, like he's chasing you in the backyard.
Everything about him is
16 years old. So
yeah. I liked all the Liam Hendricks antics. He just freaked out in the fourth. Like, did one of those, like, he just won the World Series celebrations on the mound, and then after said, you do come across as kind of a dickhead when you do it in the fourth inning of a spring training game. After doing it in the fourth inning of a spring training game.
Yeah.
A huge F-bomb and fist bump after he retires the side in spring training. And then, like, they were like, why do you want to be the closer? And he was like, because when you do that stuff, it's not as cool in the seventh inning, but it's, like, electric in the ninth inning. Like, his entire analysis was just like, I want to scream F-bombs and fist bump after my outings. And it's like, when is the best time to do that?
When you win the game.
Yeah, after a win, obviously. So, but I love Liam Hendricks. I love that. I've never heard a guy more motivated by being like, I'm really just looking for that, like, sick moment after the game.
Yeah. I love that. I love Liam. He's a guy I would love to get on the show.
Samesies.
It's enough.
That's all I had.
All right. Are we doing a wicked short one? Are we doing an actual clean 40 right now?
Hey, closing thought.
Oh.
It's not
by all
even
means,
really.
close it up.
Joey finally had some fun this weekend.
I did.
Hung out with the young kids. What'd you think? Can you still keep up? How'd you feel?
Dude, can I tell you this to your face?
Yeah.
I don't know if the bottles change as the night goes on, as they know people are getting more drunk. As somebody who had one drink in them when they showed up, they water down that tequila.
No chance.
Listen, I took a shot at tequila with you, and as I did it, I looked around and was like,
was it
already watered? That's water.
Was there a flavor to it, or was it straight tequila to you?
It was tequila. It was a shot. It was tequila.
Well, no, the specific person that we had sometimes for herself will put like a little bit of like basically make like a mixie in the shot so it's not as strong for some reason. And then sometimes if I reluctantly don't want to do a shot, she'll just notice that and do that anyway. But there's no way.
Listen, I'm telling you, I took a shot of tequila and I was like, oh, they're making fucking bank here, because I'm pretty sure it came out of like a generic bottle. Like they put it in like glass bottle.
They pop it in front of you.
Then maybe I have COVID.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's that. Maybe we're all about to get very sick.
That's what you came out with. That was your comment. That's your comment.
No, well, listen. No, it was more like an admission. Like I felt like I had to tell you. I had a great time. As I always do.
With my fake water bottle alcohol. That's what you're saying.
No, I love the VIP treatment. I do. Walking in, getting escorted. Skipping the line, going right to the front and be like, I'm with Scott Neville. And the big man opened the ropes. And
in the middle?
Yeah. He opens the ropes in the middle, like right in front of the line. He said, go inside, tell them what you told me.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And then did you go to another guy and have to say that?
Yeah. Went to another guy. I was like, with Scott Neville, he goes, oh, right this way. And escorted me down to you.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, very cool. Can't lie. So, I had fun. And I held my own. I feel fine. It's been 5 days, but I feel good now. So.
Oh, so you just recovered today, so you feel good now?
No, I feel fine now. So.
Yeah. So you didn't even get hungover, really? Just like a quick 4-day thing?
Hardly noticeable.
Just a quick 4-day thing. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I was over it really by Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Tuesday afternoon, I was feeling like basically myself again.
So like 2.5, 3 days.
Minus the headache and the fatigue, basically myself again.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, well then you still got it. That's all I was asking. That's
no question.
Really
I still got it.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you were still good.
Yeah, no, I'm great.
So same time Saturday then, I guess.
Oh yeah, see you there, dude. Bells and whistles on. Does people say that?
Sure.
With bells on. I'll be there with bells on, not bells and whistles on. We'd never put whistles on. Scott, why would you put whistles on?
If you're a coach?
A referee, yeah, it's true.
Right,
two
referee.
Examples. Yeah. Probably the only two examples, though. Maybe the guy at the airport who's like waving things. Do they have a whistle?
Not to my knowledge, but throw
Mimes,
them on, I guess. You think mimes have a whistle?
Mimes have a whistle.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm out.
You're out on mimes?
No, I think I'm out on like ideas of people with like how many jobs that have whistles.
Yeah, it's probably all the jobs with whistles. Train conductor. No, that's the train that whistles.
Yeah, that's not them. That's not them, Joey. I don't know if that's breaking news. Oh, maybe like someone conducting traffic.
Oh yeah, crossing guard.
Yeah.
They put a whistle on.
Yeah. This is such good content.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week. We'll talk more about baseball. We're going to start to have some friends on in March, so maybe that'll kick off next week. We will let you know. Actually, we won't let you know. You'll just find out when you come and tune into the episode. Follow us on the socials at ITM_pod. You can follow me.
Lifeguard.
Lifeguard's a great answer.
Some of the AI responses are not great answers.
Like?
Social media coordinator. Disagree.
That's not true.
Director of social. Reporting analyst. I don't think there are many.
These are just jobs.
Account executives with whistles. I don't know. Maybe just celebrate if they get a sale.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments.
You guys
let us know in the DMs.
You guys using whistles in the comments?
Yeah, leave some bells, leave some whistles.
Any social media coordinators show up to work with whistles? Let us know.
Yeah,
Maybe
let us
I'm
know.
wrong.
I'm down to learn. I'm down to be corrected. Follow us on the socials at ITM_pod. DM us if you wear whistles. And subscribe on the YouTube. And we will be back next week. Talk more about Grapefruit League baseball. For Scott Neville, I'm Joey Copponi. Go Sox, kid.